The Democrats have lost the election so hard that the pill of truth is still hard to digest for folks. For the first time since 1932, a Democrat presidential candidate has failed to flip a county, all due to one reason: authoritative rigidity. No one was willing to buy the Biden Harris shenanigans and woke virus. Migration was one big deal, no one bought. Even in New York, the traditionally blue state, Harris won New York with just 55% of the vote in comparison to Trump's 45%, a margin of victory of just 11 points. In contrast, 4 years ago, Joe Biden won the state by 23 points. This showed how unpopular the Democratic agenda has become. The former border czar Kamala Harris did all in her power to influx migrants into the blue states, but now tides are changing, and seeing what can happen in future, even the liberal of liberals, Eric Adams, is willing to go rebel. Want to know what has happened? Here we tell you. In a shocking move, New York City Mayor Eric Adams is willing to collaborate with Trump's border czar Tom Homan to address migrant criminal issues. Challenging left-wing critics, Adams boldly stated, "Cancel me," while maintaining the city's commitment to immigrant support services. We cannot ignore the fact that the American people have told us loudly and clearly we have a broken system they want to fix, and we must fix our immigration system, he told. He argued that he has contacted Homan and would like to speak with him. "I am going to work with this administration, not against it. President-elect Trump and whoever he selects to run his agencies, I am looking forward to sitting down and discussing how we can improve New York." Despite providing assistance for migrant work authorization and temporary status, Adams acknowledges the public's clear message: the immigration system is broken and needs comprehensive reform. The city has already witnessed a 21-week decline in migrant activities, signaling a potential shift in approach. Adams's stance represents a pragmatic response to growing voter concerns about uncontrolled immigration, potentially marking a significant political pivot. Now, Adams's decision to rebel against the traditional Democrat agenda is surprising, if not shocking. However, the signs had already been visible for a long time. New York Mayor Eric Adams has been increasingly critical of the Biden-Harris's handling of the migrant crisis. Over the past 2 years, New York City has seen invasion of over 200,000 migrants, with more than 60,000 currently in municipal care. Adams has openly criticized the White House's lack of support, declaring in April last year, "Why are you doing this to New York? The national government has turned its back on New York City." In March last year, he directly challenged Vice President Kamala Harris, who was appointed as the point person for border issues in 2021. Adams criticized her decompression strategy, arguing that New York City was bearing an unsustainable burden, stating, "If not, the decompression strategy cannot be New York City." That is what we have basically witnessed. Mayor Adams took aggressive action against companies exploiting the migrant crisis, filing lawsuits to prevent arbitrary dumping of migrants in New York, because he already calculated the growing public frustration over migrant-related issues, including crimes and robberies. And guess what? He was honored with indictment charges due to alleged corruption. Adams remained defiant after facing indictment, stating he always knew he would be targeted for standing up for New Yorkers. Despite potential criminal charges, he declared he would not resign, criticizing the federal government's broken immigration system. Adams emphasized his commitment to New York citizens over party politics, acknowledging that many might call for his resignation. However, he remained resolute, positioning himself as a leader willing to fight legal battles while continuing to serve the city. The Democrat infighting has erupted like a volcano. Adams is not just pushing back, he is declaring war on the party's suicidal migration system. Harris will feel these political tremors, make no mistake. New York stands at a crossroads today. Can Adams repair the damage? The city's future hangs in the balance now. But one thing is crystal clear: the old playbook is dead, and a new political battle has just begun. The Democrat Civil War is just getting started, and Adams has drawn first blood.